Today, I wanted to share the I have nothing to sell you content funnel that Alex Hormozi has been using and made hundreds of millions of dollars in the backend. Although this video won't make you a millionaire in the next 24 hours, I guarantee that by the end of it, you're going to change your approach to content, marketing, and your funnel design for your high ticket offer. I'm no business guru, but I do know my way around content. And what I came to realize was that most high ticket coaches end up creating funnels that sell their offer rather than quote unquote develop their clients to sell their high ticket offer. And what do I mean by this? This stems from this idea that at any given moment, your entire audience size, only 1 to 3% of that audience size is ready to buy right now. So what do we actually get to do for the rest 97 to 99%? In my opinion, this is exactly what Hormozi has completely perfected to the T, and what has allowed him not only to grow his audience size, his following, but also the hundreds of millions that he's been able to generate in the back end from content. I created this little framework around it, and feel free to steal it for your business, but it's called the C.L.M.C method. And this method alone has been able to completely change my approach to content, the reason why I show up now on Instagram and YouTube, and how I'm helping my clients scale their businesses through video content like this. So here's how it works. On a recent podcast I was listening with Chris Doe, he talked about this concept of you get to pick your lifestyle when you get to pick your clients. And where this whole thing kind of leads to is this idea of having a requirement, quote unquote, or criteria when it comes to the people you work with. Why we want to have criteria and why we want to get to pick our clients and have, in a sense, some prerequisites that they need to have in order to work with us is that small concept, and once we understand exactly where we want them to be at in order to be the right fit and the perfect fit client for our program, this allows us to create a lot of content in order to, quote unquote, pre-sell people and lead people and get people up to that point. The biggest and the best way of kind of explaining this in the scenario of Alex Hormozi is that if we consider this concept of here is his funnel and here is where the conversion happens, basically his offer is for people, or let's just say businesses, making $3 million per year plus. At least last time I checked, this was his offer. What this allows him to do, this is his criteria, right? It's the requirement in order to start working with Hormozi. You need to be making $3 million per year plus in order for him to be like, yeah, I can work with this guy or this business or whatever it is. What this allows him to do is that if this was a traditional marketing funnel and this is where the conversion happens, anything and everything below or before the $3 million per year business, he can share freely with content. Now, the interesting thing here happens when you realize that is that just pure value content, or rather is that a way of getting you as the viewer to $3 million per year business so that you can be his client down the line, which what I'm getting to is basically this concept here. You're not here yet in the world of Alex Hormozi, in the world of acquisition.com. You're not in the right now ready to be sold and ready to become a client of his territory. You're not in the 1 to 3%. And what this allows him to do is to share everything that will get you slowly but surely to that place. This place, it's not an issue of timing. Now it's not the right timing. It's more so to do with the criteria that he's wants you to have, the requirements that he has set for his clients, allowing him again to share everything before that for free. So another great example that you can think about this is that if your offer was, I help people scale from, I don't know, 10K per month to 50K per month, What this allows you to do, allows you in quotes, with your content is to share everything that can get someone from 0 to 10K per month. What this builds in the back end is goodwill with people because you're just sharing quote unquote value, as everyone is telling you to do. You can share everything and you can share everything away for free and you can sell the implementation, which stands true, but to an extent. Because for Hormozi, or any Hormozi, or in this case, let's just say this is your offer, scaling and taking you from 10K per month to 50K per month, you don't care if you share all the secrets of going from 0 to 10K per month. And this way, you're not only sharing away value and you're giving value rather to your audience, but what you're doing is that you are warming them up. You are giving away for free the right knowledge to get them to a place that they become the right fit client for you. So the question that I want you to ask is, what is the criteria? So going back to this concept of Christo and being like, you get to pick your lifestyle when you get to pick your clients. What is that ideal client that you have in mind? Taking a closer look on your program and on your service, who would be the ideal person to go through your program? And based off of that, everything that comes before that, whether it's mindset, whether it's skills, whether it's knowledge, whether it's recurring income, in our example, getting them to 10K, you can genuinely share all of that in these formats. Either L for lead magnets, M, let me do this, for mini trainings, or C with what we call free content. Now, this isn't about lead generation per se. It's more so about letting your content develop the right fit clients for you. Meaning, instead of hoping that eventually your right fit client will show up through your content, what about creating content that turns your audience into those perfect fit clients for your program? So list out the criteria, and then based off of that criteria, create the lead magnets, create the mini trainings and the free content that will get people up to that place. This is about creating everything that they need in order to give them basically the tools, the clarity, and the structure they need to actually get ready for your program. Someone watches your free training, they implement it, and then they get their first result. Now they are not only actually qualified to join your program, your main program, but they actually in the back end, and this is where the Hormozi thing happens, you have built so much more trust because, as he would say, your free shit is better than their paid shit. And if that's true, you win.